So today I'm just going to show you what your salt cell looks like and what the indication lights are. I have it off so the lights aren't on so you can hear me better. If you take a look at your salt cell, there's going to be a series of lights on here. You have your good light, your low light, cold water, cell, flow, and then your output indication lights. We always want this to be good, okay? So this is your ideal salt level, 3,400 parts per million. It's dead center of a range from 2,900 parts per million to 4,000 parts per million. We want to be above 2,900 parts per million, and we want to be below 4,000 parts per million. So in that range, you're going to go, your light's going to be green. It's going to be good. When it drops below 2,900 parts per million, it's going to notify you with a low light, and that's going to be red. That's going to mean you want to add salt. Next one down is cold water. When the water temperature gets too cold, the system's just going to turn off. There's really no need for any chlorine because the water's cold enough where nothing's going to grow in there, no algae or anything like that. Cell light, you have it's going to be green when it's actually physically producing chlorine. That's going to go on and off quite often throughout the pump schedule. That's just telling you that the unit is producing chlorine at that very time. If this light's flashing, that just means to inspect cell. You're just going to remove these two black unions, take the cell off, take a look down there, and look for any hard water deposits in there. If you do have any hard water deposits, you're just going to want to get a cell cleaner from our store. It takes maybe 15 or 20 minutes. You just pour it in there, let it sit, wash it out, and then you're back in business. You just go right back to using your salt system. Flow light, we always want that green, okay? So if it's red, you're not getting ample amount of flow for the system to work. If it's green, you have good flow. If it is red, you want to make sure your filter, whether it be a sand filter, a cartridge filter, or earth filter, you want to make sure that that filter is clean before you call for service. 9 times out of 10, it's just a clogged filter and you're just not getting enough pressure. Clean that out. It should turn your light green, and then you're good to go. Down here is your chlorine output indications. So you go from 20% to 100%. If you don't have an easy touch, you're going to control that with this less or more buttons. If you do have an easy touch, you're going to control that through the easy touch, and we're going to make a video for that. To boost without an easy touch, you're just going to put these together and all these lights will light green. And then you're boosting for 24 hours. So what I'm going to do is just turn it on and just let you see the light calibration.
What's going on, buddy? Filming today?
Yeah. So every time you turn your pump on and off, it's going to calibrate with those lights back and forth. That's normal. It can go up to 5 minutes, and that's just giving you an accurate salt reading every time you start your pump.